Mom, please don't make me do this. You're going to embarrass me in front of all my friends. This costume doesn't even fit, Mom. Oh, oh, yes, I love you, Mom. Okay, but this is it. This is the very last time. Hi, everybody. This is Yogi the Bear, and my mom wants you to know. What? Okay. The town of Telluride wants you to know that the bears are waking up. Take care of your garbage. Don't feed the bears. Thanks, everybody. Was that good enough? Okay? I'm never doing that again. Never, Mom, never. I'd rather teach math. Here we go, everybody. We got to talk about 10.1. I hope you did your homework last night. If you didn't, stop now. Go back. Do your homework. Here we go, everybody. Let's review our answers to 10.1. Let's get a close-up of my beautiful poetry that I'm so proud of, everybody. Here's number 7. Notice I kept track of all the 5 different sides. I didn't show all my work for the second triangle because I knew it was congruent to the first triangle. I came up with an answer of 264 units squared because this is area, and that was a triangular prism. Number 8 looks a little something like this. Let me back up, sorry. Number 8, notice how I kept track of all 6 of my rectangles. And notice that they were congruent, those opposite sides. So, well, I guess they were, weren't they, everybody? Look at that. These 2 are the same, these 2 are the same, and these 2 are the same. That gave me a total of 62 units squared. That was a rectangular prism. Number 9, take a look at number 9, everybody. I kept track a little differently this time. I labeled them all, front and back, top and bottom, left side, right side. Got my final answer of 324 meters squared. Oh, wasn't 10 a nice one? I love finding the surface area of cubes. Why? So all I gotta do is find the area of one side, and since there's 6 faces in a cube, I just had to take that one side, multiply it by 6, and I got the correct answer of 294 yards squared. Number 11, everybody. Once again, I went back to my other method of keeping track of all 5 faces. I did not, once again, have to show my work for the second triangle because I knew they were congruent. I did have 3 different rectangles, giving me an answer of 136 meters squared. And our final one, everybody, was number 15. Did they do it right? No. They didn't do what I would call the left side and right side, which had dimensions of 5 by 4. Remember that when you find the surface area of a rectangular prism, you should have 3 different multiplication problems. This student did not, and that's what made him wrong. Wrong. All right, everybody, it's time to talk about our new lesson today. We are now off to 10.2. We have to find the surface area of a cylinder. We have 5 problems for homework tonight, but I don't think it's going to be quite as bad as last night's homework. Let's take a look. Let's talk about it, everybody. Here we go. We have a couple small examples of cylinders right here, right, everybody? We got a small cylinder, we got a big cylinder. So just remember, a cylinder has 2 circles and a curved lateral surface. So if I was to take a cylinder and unfold it into a net, it would look something like this. Here's our 2 different circles, and here's that curved lateral face, which ends up being a nice little rectangle. Well, notice, everybody, we're trying to find the surface area. I want to know how many squares fit on a cylinder just like this. So the circle's going to be a little bit harder. Got to use pi. We also have to find the area of the rectangle, which seems pretty easy, but we're not going to know those 2 dimensions very easily. When I fold this back into our cylinder, as best I can, remember that one of the dimensions is going to be called the height of the cylinder. We might want to call that the width of the rectangle. Finding the length of the rectangle, that's going to be a little bit tricky. The length of that rectangle is actually the circumference of the circle. That's right. So, in the end, everybody, we're going to follow a nice, easy formula. Remember, in geometry, do what the formula tells you to do, and you're going to get it right. Well, kind of a complicated formula to find the surface area of a cylinder. 2 times pi times the radius squared plus 2 times pi times the radius times the height. All right, well, let's first make sense of this formula, everybody. Remember that we have to find the area of these two circles. Well, to find the area of a circle, it's pi times radius squared. Hey, there it is right there. I see it. Pi radius squared. That's really your area of a circle. And then we're going to double it. Why? Because there's two of them. So we're going to find the area of that circle right here, double it because there's two of them. So that part makes sense. Let's look at the other part of this formula. 2 times pi times r times the height. Well, if this is the circles, the two circles, then this guy must be the rectangle, right? Well, we have to multiply the height, or the width, times the length. So this must be the length of that rectangle, okay? The height of that cylinder, they're going to give you that number. That's the height. So how are you going to figure out that length? Well, you have to find the circumference of that circle. Remember, to find the circumference of a circle, it's 2 times pi times r. Hey, there it is, 2 times pi times r. That's really the length, while this is really the width. So, let's look at a quick example here together, everybody. Come on in a little closer. All right, here's my formula. Let's get rid of all this stuff. Kind of getting a little messy up here. Here is our formula. Just like Olson always does, please show your poetry. Start every problem by writing this down. Now we're just going to replace each of these variables with its value. Here's my example. It looks like I have a height of 9 centimeters and a radius, watch out, sometimes radius, sometimes diameter. I think for your homework it's mostly radius. The radius was 6 centimeters. So everybody, I'm going to just start plugging in values here. 2 stays at 2. Pi is a 3.14. The radius was a 6. But don't forget to square it. Plus 2 times the pi, the radius, which was 6, times the height, which was 9. All right, trusty calculator, let's start simplifying this here expression. Well, 6 squared is 36. 36 times 2 is 72. Times the 3.14, and I get 226.08. All right, let's see what I'm going to get over here. Clear. I got to do 2 times 3.14 times 6 times 9 is equal to 339.12. Now I'm going to add that back to the 226.08, and I get a final answer of 565.2 centimeters squared. Still squared because we're talking about area. Remember, we're saying how many squares can fit around this entire cylinder. After we flatten it out, of course. All right, everybody, please make your work look just like mine. Thank you, calculator. That's going to save you so much time. So it's not a big deal to write down the formula, replace some values, show me what you're getting. I know you can do it. All right, everybody, only 5 of those. Don't have too much fun. And hey, have a great 4-day weekend. I think I'm going to take it easy, and I won't see you guys again until Tuesday next week. Bye-bye.